Hello, welcome to this new video. This time I want to pick up on a previous topic that I covered a couple of times in the past, and that is malware analysis. When it comes to malware analysis, there's something you have to keep in mind. These cyber criminals or cyber crooks, they are relying more on social engineering than technical implementations. To got this email a couple of days ago, and I found it kind of interesting because for anyone who is and this is applicable to people living in the United States. If you do not live in the United States, this may not be applicable to you in terms of the content of the email, but the concept is the same, right? So in this case, I received an email stating that my requesting a Social Security Administration waiver attentive. I don't even know what they're talking about here, but it pretends to be a letter from the Social Security Administration uh, warning me of something, and they're sending that to one of my multiple email accounts that I don't use. So that is uh, suspicious right there. That's one of the things that you have to keep in mind when you're looking into email analysis. Before you delve into the technicality of it, which is very important, by the way, you'll be able to find out something is legitimate or not just by looking at the content of the email. If you feel pressured to do something, or if you feel rushed to do something, or if something doesn't make any sense to you, perhaps that is a sign that that email is not legitimate. Again, if you are in the United States, you know for a fact that the Social Security Administration is not going to send you an email with any urgent matter. So if you receive one of these emails from a government agency, your bank, or any other type of agency rushing you or pushing you to do something, right away be suspicious, because there's like a pretty much 100% chance that that is not legitimate. But let's continue on this email. As you can see here, the formatting of the email is very poor, right? So something else that you have to keep in mind is this formatting legitimate? Does it make sense? As you could see here, they have an extra space. The format that they're using is not correct. If they are indeed the Social Security Administration, they would say Social Security Administration, not Social Security Department. Um, so that's something else to consider. The other thing is that it is, again, poor formatting. It doesn't have the official logos, the official information uh, in the body of the email. So just by looking at it, you can say, you know what, this is not legitimate. The other thing you have to keep in mind is the source where it is coming from. As you can see right here, the sender is Oliver Davis, blah, 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 at gmail.com. And the gmail.com is the domain or the organization where this email is coming from. Needless to say that if this is an email coming from a legitimate organization, it's going to have the domain of that organization. I don't really know what the domain of the Social Security Administration is. It may be SSA.gov or SSA.gov.us. Bits me, I have no idea. But anything coming out of something, a generic email out of Gmail, you can say, you know what, that is not legitimate. So you can ignore that and delete it. Now, let me continue with a more of a technical analysis now, right? Because I want to continue with this now that we know for a fact this is not legitimate. What else can we do here? Well, if you follow my videos, you know that we can use many different services to analyze the files. The first thing you need to do is download this file. I would advise you to stop here and don't do anything. Don't download it, don't double click on it, don't view it, even if you are in read-only mode. unless you know what you're doing. Just by looking at this content, you know that it's not legitimate, and whatever is included in here is not good. I am a security expert, I know what I'm doing, so I downloaded this file, and then I didn't execute it, and I used two services. I use these two services regularly. One of them is AnyRun. They offer some boxes that you can use to test malicious files for testing purposes, and this is one of them. And once I uploaded that file to any ROM service, again, that is a sandbox outside my network, because if there's something, a malicious script on that file, and I execute it on my computer, it could my system could be affected. In this case, if there's any malicious software or code embedded in that file, it's going to be executed in a sandbox, like in the ethos, who knows where, and nobody's going to be affected by that. So when you're looking at this, you can see that number one, this is not the Social Security Administration logo. It's a actually it says Social Security Administration. I'm not even sure if this is the right logo, but it could be, because like anybody could download a logo and upload it anywhere else, right? But what's funny, when I was looking at it, probably it was in the other in the content. Oh, it says Social SSA Security Department. As I mentioned to you before, it doesn't even say Social Security Administration. So even these attackers or attackers to be were a little bit lazy when it comes to the creating the content of the email. But let's get more serious now and talk about what it was found when it was executed. I opened the file again on the sandbox, and when the file was opened, this is what happened there, right? As you could see, you're gonna see the activity categorized in network, files, and debug. Nothing in debug. The networks and files is what you're gonna see here, and the network sees the connections that are gonna take place in the background once this file is opened. And as you could see, it's pretty much normal stuff. It's just going out to different services, to Adobe and Microsoft, and updating. And it's going to show you right here that it's just connecting out to those services out there. You're going to see the different DNS requests in here. There's nothing suspicious. This is just pretty much like Microsoft traffic that is being recorded in here for DNS purposes. And you're going to see the different connections that have been established. Now, these connections are not necessarily established by the file itself. This connection could be the result of the computer, of this sandbox computer that I'm running, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that the file is trying to establish all this connection. It's pretty much saying, you know what, you're using a Windows machine, and when you use Windows, Windows is Windows. It connects to so many different services out there on the web that are legitimate services, by the way. But so this is not useful to me. If I come to files, I come here, then I'm going to see, oh my God, this is what's happening in there. But there's in reality nothing suspicious here, right? Trying to open Acrobat Reader, blah, 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 blah. Not much information that is going to lead me to believe that this file has any malicious code. So if I come to this section in here of any ROM, this is going to be more useful, because you're going to have different tabs for indicators of compromise. You're going to be able to see the reports in a text format. You're going to be able to see any type of MITRE attack framework information, if it has any. You're going to be able to see whatever information is the result of opening this file in any ROM. That's going to display that information in different formats. So that is useful to me. So if I want to make my life easier, as you can see right here, there's an option that says beta, and it's a summary. And it's like everything is AI enabled now, and it's just, it's going to tell you what it believe it is. So if you click on that, it's going to show you useful information. Actually, I found this super useful. You could find this anywhere else, but I found it useful because it shows all the hashes in one place, and it's going to tell you what it believes it is, for malware analysis report. So if you are a security analyst, hey, listen, this may be your job, make your job easier, right? Just like get the result from here. Obviously, after you verify the results of this, you could get the wordings, the paragraph right from here, and pretty much it's telling you, you know what? I see a couple of things here. I see that this executable was used, but yes, I know that sometimes viruses use that executable, but sometimes they don't because it is also used by legitimate software. So it is ambiguous and it doesn't tell you yeah or nay. So in that case, what I do, because I still want to test this file to make sure there's no malware in here, I uploaded the file to VirusTotal. And VirusTotal is a service that is going to check the file against many popular or many antivirus solutions to see if any antivirus flags that as a virus, as malware. And as you could see here, there's nothing indicating that this could potentially be a file containing malware. So if I click on details, this is gonna again show me the hashes of the file, and it's gonna provide more information about the file name, so on and so forth. If I come to behavior, which is another service that VirusTotal offers, it's gonna show me the results based on the different sandboxes that file has been executed. As you could see here, we have VirusTotal JujuBox, and these are the results for that. And it's going to try to do the same thing for Cape Sandbox and Zenbox, which the results are going to be pretty much the same. So if I come down here, it's going to show me the same information that I see on this section here. Let me go over. Pretty much the same information that I see here on any run. That's what's going to be displayed here. And again, VirusTotal is telling me, you know what? After multiple analysis, we don't see a malicious code embedded on this file. So what is this file about then? Well, they're trying to intimidate me to call this number. A person is gonna answer and they're gonna ask me to verify my personal information, and then they're gonna steal that information that way. So why don't we do this? Let me give these people a call right now and see what happens. Something you have to keep in mind, these are low level or technical people in a data center, not a data center, a call center somewhere, who knows where, right? Could be here in the United States, could be India, Asia, Jamaica. It could be anywhere else. We don't know where these people are. But the thing is that we don't know if they're going to answer, and we don't know how professional they're going to be. So I'm going to give them a call, and I'm going to record that conversation and see what happens. So I'm going to call that number, and let's see what the conversation is, because right now we know that this file is not a virus, right? Does not contain a virus.
For calling, how may I help you?
Hi, I have gotten disconnected 2 times. I hope I'm not going to get disconnected again. I received an email. Are you Social Security? I received an email that something happened to my account, that there's a termination notice. Can you help me with that?
Okay. And when did you receive the email?
Oh, I just noticed that 2 days ago. I don't know when I received it, but I opened my inbox 2 days ago. That's when I saw it.
Okay, and like you said that you called the number before and the line got disconnected, right?
Yes, that is correct.
And what information did it provide you?
It has a case number.
Okay, and can I have your first name and your last name.
My first name is Julio. My last name is Guzman.
Guzman. Can you spell for me your first name and your last name?
Julio, Jullio. And my
Okay, and
last
your last name?
is G as in George, U
Okay.
S M A N N.
M-N-N.
Yes,
Okay. And can you help me your zip code number? 10018.
yeah,
You said that you have a case ID number.
yes.
Okay. So can you help me out the case ID number?
Sure, it shows S as in Sam, dash 319572552.
Okay. For the verification, can you verify me the last four-digit number of your social?
9923.
Okay. Thank you for your confirmation. Stay on the line. Let me go ahead and pull out your file to provide you the information, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay. And sir, do you have a middle name?
Yes, Luis, Luis,
Okay. L-I?
Luis.
Okay. Give me a moment, okay?
Okay. Okay, so I'm back. So as you realized, they were asking me for a lot of information, personal information, first name, last name, blah, blah, blah. But all that information that I provided was not real, by the way. That's not my name. That's not where I live. That's not a zip code. That's not the last four. None of that was real. So what they're doing is just collecting information. Now, this is it seems to be a pretty busy, how do you call that, call center. The phone call dropped, and then, there's no point of calling back and, wasting my time. But what I'm trying to show you is that you can do many things to see if something is legitimate or not.